Hey everybody, Mark from Bradis Guns here. I know a lot of you guys, like I am, are fans of the Kalashnikov rifle system, so I've got a couple of new products here I want to share with you. We'll take a look at some of the basic features. What I have is the P.A.P. rifle, which is a new offering from Century Arms. Basically, it's a civilianized version of the Yugoslav M70. Century has done M70s in the past, but they've been kind of parts kit rifles, so they've had U.S. receivers, U.S. barrels, and then the small parts might have been mismatched or refinished. They're good shooters, but not exactly what you might call authentic. These rifles are manufactured by Zastava in Serbia, which is part of the former Yugoslavia. They are imported into the country as single stacks, so they will take only a 10-round magazine. And then what Century does is opens up the mag well and the trunnion to accept a military mag, and substitutes the required number of foreign parts for U.S. parts to achieve 922 compliance so that the rifles can be sold here in the U.S. This one here is the woodstock variation, so it's got a nice woodstock and forearm. It's got the traditional Yugo 3-slot handguard up here, nice straight grain on the wood. And then these rifles also have some features on them which are a departure from what you might call a traditional Kalashnikov. Up here on the top cover is an optics rail that has been riveted in place. And then on the other side there is an additional spring-loaded retaining button to help give that some additional stability if you're going to run an optic on the rail, so it doesn't wobble around quite as much as your standard AK top cover would. It's also got an enhanced safety, which has a cut here and then an extended finger tab here. The idea being, if you're using the standard Yugo AK magazine, it will hold the bolt open on the last shot, and then you can manipulate that safety lever up to capture the charging handle. And then you can simply sweep it down, and that bolt goes forward again. You can also use it to administratively lock the gun open by capturing the charging handle like such, and then when you go to off-safe it, insert the magazine, sweep it down with your finger, and there it goes. So that's a nice addition as well. Other than that, it is fairly standard Yugo type AK. So it's got the thicker sheet metal receiver. It's still a stamped receiver, but it's a little bit thicker than your normal AK variations. It's also got the bump out up here for the heavier trunnion that they use, heavier barrel, and then you've got the standard threaded muzzle with the slant compensator on it. The fit and finish on this gun is outstanding. Nice bluing on the receiver and the metal components. There's no mismatch, no parkerizing over worn parts or anything like this. This is an entirely new production gun. The mag well opening, the conversion is pretty good. There's no burrs or anything that's going to cut you. Mags fit in very nicely. Very little side-to-side wobble. Releases cleanly. They do not, however, when they open the mag well, they do not refinish afterwards. So you do have some raw metal down there that you might want to hit with some cold blue or something. But other than that, production quality on this gun is outstanding. One other oddity that I did notice on the woodstock gun, on the gas block there is a sling swivel. There's nothing in the rear. So you would either have to drill the wood stock for a stud back here or find some other method of attaching a sling to the gun. It is shipping with two 30-round magazines, and the wood stock variation we're running at 729. And the second version of this gun that's available is a polymer stock version. It has kind of a funky thumb hole kind of buttstock on it, which is actually pretty comfortable if you've got medium to large hands and if you're a righty. If you're left-handed, not so much. There is a palm swell here that fills the hand up pretty good. The comb height is nice, especially if you're using optics up here on the rail. And on the polymer stock gun, they did include a stud for a sling swivel in the rear. So why they didn't do that on the woodstock variation, I don't know. Up here on the handguard, the lower has a nice indexing point here for the hand. It's got kind of a recess on the bottom, which is very comfortable, keeps the hand from sliding too far forward or back. And then on the upper, it's drilled on both sides for what looks like could be detachable accessory mounts up here, although it does not include them. Again, both rifles ship with two 30-round mags, and the polymer stock one here is significantly cheaper. It's at $659. So both of these versions of the P.A.P. Are available from Century Arms, again built by Zastava in Serbia, and we've got them in stock as of this taping. Now, Century also is selling the original single stack mag only versions of these guns, so as you're out looking, be sure that you are aware of which version that you're looking at. If you see a price that's too good to be true, you're probably looking at the single stack gun. So come on down and check them out, and thanks for watching.